Hey, this is Amy from Spunky Dogs, and this week I'd like to teach you 3 games that you can use to focus, settle, and get attention from a wild and crazy canine. There's one really important thing to know before playing these games. These games are about your dog having the choice and choosing the calm, settled, and attentive behavior. So you can use your body to hint and give your dog feedback, but avoid prompting or making your dog do these. You can't make your dog settle. They have to choose that. It's a mindset. Our first game is Go to Your Mat. For this game, we are looking to reward any calm, relaxed behavior on the mat. It doesn't really matter what your dog does or what position they're in, as long as they're on the mat and they look relaxed. So we're looking for our dog to be quiet with stilled body movements and preferably to get into a relaxed position. We use a mat for this since it helps prompt our dog to offer calm, relaxed behavior. In this case, I'm using a blue placemat, but you can use basically anything your dog is comfortable laying on. Just look for calm, relaxed behavior, verbally mark it, and reward your dog. Our second game is Silly and Simmer Down, or it's also called Jazz and Settle. This game is about emotional control, so the goal isn't to have your dog remain calm the whole time. The goal is to go from as crazy as you can get to as calm as you can get in the shortest period of time, and then back again. We use games like this all the time to teach our kids emotional control, like with freeze tag. This is just one for your dog. So pick a behavior that gets your dog really crazy, and this can be a behavior that's a little ornery. Since this game is about emotional control, it can be something that your dog has trouble exercising emotional control with. Games like jumping on or mouthing on people can most definitely be used here, especially if your dog needs work in these areas. Have your dog go completely silly for 5 seconds, then prompt them to sit or lay down. You can do this with a verbal cue or a food lure if your dog is having trouble, but the end goal would be that when you stop playing with your dog, it stops playing with you. If your dog seems to be having trouble returning to a calm state after playing with you, tone down your play a little bit, make your play session a little bit shorter, or move to a less distracting environment. If your dog is acing this, like Luna here, bring on the crazy. And our third game is called It's Your Choice. This is an incredibly popular game in dog sport, and I would venture to say that most winning agility dogs know this game by heart. That is because this game will teach your dog that when you have something it wants, to default to calmly asking permission instead of trying to take it. That's a behavior that can and does transfer to a lot of other areas of your dog's life. Step 1 is to hold a handful of pea-sized treats at your dog's eye level. Keep your hand closed as your dog tries to fish and lick and work some treats out. Just hold fast. As soon as your dog does anything other than try to get to the treats, open your hand, pull a treat out with your other hand, and feed your dog. If at any point your dog tries to go for the treat hand or intercept the feeding hand, put the treat back and close your hand. If your dog can leave your hand alone, you can open your hand and continuously feed treats. Your dog's getting good at this, then up the challenge level by lowering your hand. You can lower it all the way down to placing the treats on the ground and covering it with that hand. Just keep in mind that whatever your dog is doing, as long as they're not pestering your hand, you can continuously feed. So there you have it. Go to your mat, it's your choice, and Silly and Simmer Down for a calm, focused, and settled canine. Thank you for watching and happy training.